I have no idea what's popular, trendy, modern. All I know is what I like. And it's the diamond shape specifically. And then it's just some different colors of metals. That's what I...
Sister Wives Kody Brown regrets not being more involved with kids amid estrangement. And Robyn Brown says she gets blamed for all of Kody's choices. How ridiculous. I will explain everything. Watch this video until end. Hey lovely viewers. Welcome to my update gossip channel. Sister Wives star Kody Brown took some time to reflect on his life during his birthday in January, and the dad of 18 revealed that while he had a good relationship with his wife Robyn Brown, that wasn't the case with the rest of his family members. It's my 55th birthday today, and I've had an interesting life, Kody began in a clip from an upcoming episode shared by TLC via Instagram on November 2nd. I remember 5 years ago and thinking, okay, I'm halfway through. What do I want to do for the rest of my life? What do I want to be for the rest of my life? He continued, last night, I was up late with Robyn and we were having a discussion about our values and the fact that I've struggled with mine through the divorce process and everything that's happened. Kody admitted that he'd lost his sense of direction in his life, and there were certain aspects he felt guilty about. There's this struggle that I've had because I had this big picture that got shattered, Kody added, referencing his split from ex-wives Janelle Brown, Christine Brown and Meri Brown. But I have a safe, kind and sweet place with my wife Robyn. Then I have tons of guilt. Because I'm not more involved with everybody else that's out there. The Coyote Pass owner is estranged from several of his adult children and viewers have seen Kody express his feelings about not being as involved in some of his kids' lives. In the October 6th episode of Sister Wives, Kody blew up at Robyn, 46, when she broached the topic of him possibly reaching out to some of his children. However, he stormed away and didn't want to discuss the issue. Kody later blamed his divorces for creating the divide between him and his children. What has happened is in the divorces, is the ugly finger of blame has come out. Dad, you were never at my house, Kody said during a confessional. I'm sorry, I had 4 wives. I was at your house, though, because the other wife was complaining that I was at your house. Once Kody had calmed down and was able to have a conversation with Robyn, she explained that the older kids were hurting, and wondered why he was no longer reaching out to them. They're purposefully leaving me out of their lives to punish me for a crime I did not commit, Kody ranted. I am only guilty of not falling madly in love with their mothers. The reality star then referenced his daughter Madison Brush's move to North Carolina with her husband. It's an unrealistic expectation for grandparents to be in their grandchildren's lives all the time, Kody explained, despite being close with his and Robyn's 5 kids. Especially if you move your children to an entirely different coast. However, Kody's relationship with Madison, 28, has been tense for quite some time. Every time I talk to her, she spreads gossip about me to the rest of the family. Our family was killed by gossip, Kody claimed. Eventually, the businessman conceded to attempting to reach out to the kids, even though he insisted that they were to blame regarding their estrangement. Sister Wives star Robyn Brown claimed that she takes the heat for husband Kody Brown's choices. I feel like every time Kody makes a choice and they don't like it, then I get blamed, Robyn 46, said in a clip shared by TLC via Instagram on November 2nd. There's this new concept that I have Kody just wrapped around my little finger and I'm doing evil spells on him. How ridiculous. If you know Kody Brown, you know he's not to be controlled. Fans of the TLC series flooded the comments and called Robyn out. She influences him and he prioritizes her and her needs. I don't think it's control but she benefits either way, wrote one Instagram user. Another added, she deflects to this stupid scenario that no one really thinks to distract from the fact that she enabled his poor behavior to the other wives. When he chose to emotionally abandon and abuse the other wives and be unfair with his time, she was quiet and enjoyed the benefits it brought her and her children. A third wrote, to act as if he just ignores your requests is completely asinine. You might not control him, but you do have more influence on him than any other person. She definitely played the fence. Robyn is Kody's only remaining wife after Janelle Brown, Christine Brown and Meri Brown all left the dad of 18 over the last few years. However, it appears that things aren't necessarily perfect between Robyn and Kody, 55. In the September 15th episode of Sister Wives, Robyn admitted that she and Kody were struggling with their relationship. "We're probably doing the worst we've ever done in our marriage. It's been tough. It's been tough between us," Robyn said. The mom of three revealed that after Christine, 52, Janelle, 55, and Meri, 53, Kody began dealing with feelings of rejection. "He doesn't know who to blame, himself or one of the other wives," she said. "Kody's feeling a lot of rejection. And so, I think he's kind of looking at me going, 'Are you going to reject me too?'" Robyn explained. "I'm on my toes. I'm having to consistently make sure that he is not sabotaging our relationship. There's no resource to help with the idea that I'm still married to a man who's going through divorces." Robyn confessed that she, too, was having issues with the other women ending their relationships with Kody because she didn't sign up to be a part of a monogamous relationship. "I miss the family experience, you know, the kids, and I miss the camaraderie that I did have with my sister wives," Robyn said, recalling the dynamic the family previously had while practicing polygamy. "There's days when I just feel like the idiot that doesn't know how to let it go." Despite the reality star's unhappiness about her and Kody's situation, she stated that she was still committed to this family 100%. Kody gave Robyn credit for helping him through the lowest parts of his last few years and said that he respected her dearly. "Her telling me I'm still good is valuable to me," Kody told the cameras during a confessional. "I want to give it more credibility, but I've had 3 other people basically blame me. It's just not that easy." Sister Wives star Janelle Brown reaps the rewards, but not Kody Brown, as Maddie Brown Brush gives back what her parents gave her, both on and off the TLC series. It seems Maddie neglected to tell Kody she is pregnant with her 4th child. And this lack of information left him seething. Sister Wives. Janelle Brown is a well-loved grandma. Sister Wives fans witnessed how close Janelle Brown remains with her adult kids in this new season. She also shares their family time via posts for the show's fans. So far this season, all the Sister Wives fans have seen of Kody Brown's family time is with Robyn Brown's children. While Janelle keeps close ties with all her kids, she moved to North Carolina to be near Maddie Brown Brush, her husband Caleb Brush, and their 3 children, with another baby due in March 2025. Janelle spends ample time with her Sister Wives' grandchildren. So, she earned the love she cherishes from those kids. But, it doesn't sound the same for Kody Brown, as Janelle recently said the kids don't know him. Maddie Brown Brush keeps Kody Brown away. Kody Brown and his daughter, Maddie Brown Brush, don't see eye to eye today. But, that can also be said about several of Kody's adult children. Kody didn't even know Maddie was pregnant with her 4th child until he saw her at a family event. The Sister Wives patriarch recently skirted responsibility for his estrangement from Maddie Brown Brush. Instead, he blames Maddie for why he doesn't see his grandchildren. He considers this an unrealistic expectation for grandparents to be in the grandchildren's lives, while living this far apart. Then he blamed Maddie for the lack of phone calls between this Sister Wives father and daughter. Kody said, "I didn't really cut off communications with Madison. Instead, his take was, she cut it off with me." Then he continued, "Every time I talked to her, it was a fish for gossip and I got tired of it." Sister Wives. Maddie staves off a visit from Kody and Janelle agrees. Janelle Brown agrees with Maddie Brown Brush's decision not to let Kody become involved in her kids' lives. The Sister Wives mom explained that her ex-husband does not act like a grandfather. She said, "Kody has not been there since Evie was born, and Evie is 3.5. So, Maddie didn't want her father just showing up out of the blue." Janelle said Maddie wasn't about to have a situation with Kody showing up saying, "Oh, I'm your grandpa." And them, the kids, be like, "What? Who is this guy?" So, Janelle backs her daughter's ideas that her kids wouldn't benefit from a grandfather who isn't involved in their lives. In the video below, Janelle Brown's son, Gabe Brown, recently gave an ultimatum to his father. So, Maddie is not the only one of Janelle's kids speaking out today. That said, It seems both Maddie Brownbrush and Janelle Brown made it clear enough that Kody Brown cannot suddenly pop into this arm of his family to be a grandfather. So, fans will see how this plays out this season of the TLC series. Sister Wives star Christine Brown is back in Flagstaff this week. The ex-wife of the reality star polygamist Kody Brown spent some time visiting with family member Janelle Brown. Sister Wives, Christine Brown and Janelle Brown have some rainy day fun. The Sister Wives stars Janelle and Christine Brown shared some new photos of their recent visit. Janelle shares that she and Christine met at a local coffee shop to catch up. Christine came bearing gifts for her friend and family members. Janelle shares she brought her a new game to play. The game is called Azul. Janelle says she first learned about the game during her recent trip to Portugal. She reveals, seeing the tiles the game is modeled after, saying it makes it so much more fun for her. So how is Azul played? The object is for players to navigate colored tiles from suppliers to their game board. Points are scored based on how players use their tiles to decorate their palaces. The player at the end of the game with the most points wins. The Sister Wives cast members had plenty of family news to catch up on. Since it was a rainy day, the two spent the day relaxing and enjoying each other's company. She likely filled Christine in on her recent travels and her living arrangement change of plans. Earlier this year, Janelle Brown told her social media followers she was excited to spend the summer living in her RV on Coyote Pass. However, the TLC star reveals she changed her plans. She says the reason for her changing her plans is due to her 17-year-old daughter Savannah Brown. She says Savannah came to her revealing that she was not into living in the RV this year. Janelle says she understands it is a struggle for her, so they opted to nix the Coyote Pass plans this summer. Sister Wives, Christine shares crazy news. Fans say Christine Brown has never looked happier. Some say that she made the right decision in leaving Kody Brown. She is keeping busy with her numerous work projects and sponsorships. But she reveals being at her happiest when she is with family. Janelle Brown was likely very excited to catch up on Christine's news. Christine claims she nearly lost it when her daughter Mykelti Padron shared her exciting news. She recently tells her mom that she will be a grandma again, this time to twins. However, she says the way Mykelti and her husband Tony Padron revealed the news threw her for a loop. She says first, they told her they were moving back to Arizona. When they realized how upsetting the news was for the Sister Wives star, she states, that is when Tony stepped in to tell her they weren't moving, but they were expecting twins. She says it is a relief they aren't moving. She also says it is exciting to have more grandchildren coming. Neither TLC star mentioned how long she would be sticking around Flagstaff this trip. However, the two will spend as much time as possible together for the duration. Fans say it is always great to see the women interacting and are anxiously awaiting Sister Wives Season 17 news. Christine and Kody Brown's son Peyton Brown says the family filmed Season 17 earlier this year. However, currently, there has been no official word from the network. Sister Wives stars Kody Brown and Robyn Brown look as if they're victims of a prank recently. Or possibly even hit with a bit of payback. This comes on the heels of the father of 18 living more like a monogamous couple with his youngest wife. Fans of the TLC show suspected this for a while. But it seems a few family members offered up info that basically confirmed this over the last few months. Sister Wives, Kody Brown bids Robyn farewell. It's no secret that Kody's love for Robyn has been a problem for the other wives at times. That surfaced loud and clear on the reality show through the decades of seasons. But today it looks like Papa Brown and his fourth wife endure a sizable jab because of this. Kody Brown's unwavering infatuation for wife number 4 doesn't escape the fans. So, when news surfaced that Robyn and her shared Sister Wives husband ended their marriage, jaws dropped. Many fans of this series searched online for more validation of this split. Some thought it was a mistake. They thought it was meant to say Christine Brown instead of Robyn Brown. Christine up and left Kody and the entire Sister Wives clan last year. So, she now goes by the status of a divorced woman. But that is not what they found. Instead, the status of Kody, as well as Robyn, led fans to believe they divorced, according to the latest reports. 2. Add to that, reports indicate that screenshots of an article from a big entertainment site also circulated online. It said Kody Brown and wife number 4 were no more. That was later confirmed as fake news. The site never ran such an article. But the other report on their change of status was also only a temporary blurb among the rumors swirling around online. It seems their status is back up, reflecting the way it is. Robyn is the 4th wife of Kody, period. No divorce, no estrangement, she is still his legal wife, his only legal wife. Why start a ruckus over Kody and youngest bride Robyn? Now comes the conspiracy theories as to why someone pulled this couple apart online. Fans have access to print on the website that changed their status. So, pretty much anyone could have done this. Many of the sister wives fans don't like Kody Brown's treatment of the other women in his life. He pretty much said Robyn Brown is the only woman he is in love with. Today, while he loves Meri Brown, Janelle Brown, and Christine Brown, it's a different kind of love. This is something he passed along to fans. But they've seen him treat the other 3 ladies just awful at times over the last few seasons. So, he's accumulated a few peeved off viewers over this. Some surmise this was a cruel joke that happened because of his behaviors. So, that's one theory. Sister wives, retaliation by offspring. Some comments online also suggest this could be retaliation by a family member. More specifically, they suggested it may have been one of the older sister wives' kids. Sure, a few of the grown kids have expressed their disappointment over Kody in recent months. But this just doesn't seem to be their style. The kids who pointed out problems with their dad favoring Robyn did so without hiding. So, the veteran sister wives followers quickly squashed any talk about the kids changing the status of their father and Robyn Brown. Christine Brown said on camera that her kids don't understand why Kody has favorites. She also conveyed that this hurts her kids. So, it sounds as if what the fans see on the TLC series was confirmed by her. From the mouths of adult babes. Peyton Brown pretty much spelled it out a while back. A fan asked if he held any grudges when it came to his dad and Robyn Brown. Peyton, who is Christine's only son, doesn't blame his father for finding love. He said he can't fault his father. So, fans are well aware that Kody spends most of his time with Robyn. But they also know that this weighs heavily on the kids. It's likely to bother the sister wives' kids if they see themselves as slighted by dad for attention. But they also likely feel for their moms as well. Gabriel Brown, Janelle's son, also thought Kody Brown's COVID hideaway with Robyn Brown wasn't about COVID at all. But when he threw that comment out during a scene, he stopped short of saying what he thought it was about. Still, fans knew where he was going with this. Anyway, the bottom line is the couple is still very much together from the latest trusted reports. Sister Wives star Meri Brown offers entertainment weekly to her followers online. She shares the stage with her best friend, Jen Sullivan. It's easy to see that Jen has a personality that shines. So, it looks as if she's gained popularity over the last few months. But how does Meri Brown, the TLC reality celeb, feel about this? Sister Wives. Meri Brown shows a bit of green. Meri Brown started her Friday with Friends show with Jen. The two talk about stories from their everyday life. The Sister Wives celeb has to be careful because she's under a non-disclosed contract. With season 17 rolling out next, she still needs to keep family stuff under wraps. So, her show is about the mundane daily activities of life experienced by many. But these two have a knack for putting a spin on it, and the results often lead to outrageous laughter. But something different happened last week. It looks like the co-host is starting to get recognized by the public as somewhat of a celebrity. Before she could tell the story about it, Meri Brown took back the limelight by cutting her off. Instead, the TLC star started to talk about the perils of her eyebrows. Meri cuts off Jen Sullivan. These ladies are truly funny together. It is never a boring time when tuning into this Sister Wives bride and her friend. The co-host has some cool storytelling skills. She also seems to create hilarious situations out of everyday events that happen to her. Meri is also funny, but her best pal tells a story in her unique way. A few episodes ago on Friday with Friends, this infamous face shared one of the funniest stories about Alexa talking to her husband over an echo. By the time she was finished, everyone had to be rolling in laughter. It was so funny. You can check out her story here where the sister wives co-wife also talks about how she will not lick trolls. This is something she also mentioned in her last Friday with Friends episode. Again, these two can take some boring events of daily life and show you the funny side of it all. As you can see above, some spontaneous fun also happens. It looks like Meri Brown put her best friend's hair in her mouth. But among all this fun, an interruption emerged last week. In the latest episode when Jen started to tell a story, Meri took over. The sister wives celebrity seemed to cut her right off. Sister wives, recognition for Jen. Jen Sullivan talked about how she checked a guest into Lizzie's Heritage Inn. She helps her BFF out at her bed and breakfast place. The guest was a fan of Sister Wives who also likely follows Meri Brown online. She did a double take when seeing Jen. She then asked if she is the one who does Fridays with Friends alongside Meri. Of course, she said yes. But to top it off, she seemed to know why she did a double take first. This best friend wasn't wearing any makeup and the woman called her a real Clark Kent. That's the guy who looks like an average Joe but then turns into Superman. But it didn't bother this best friend. She said she understood this completely. But her young daughter thought it was an insult. Jealousy causes an eyebrow raised. It seems Jen Sullivan is well aware of the difference in her looks with and without makeup. So, she wasn't insulted in the least bit. Anyway, as she started to tell this story, Meri Brown cut her off. Next, the sister wives' mom of one started to tell her a story about her makeup instead. The TLC reality star said people often ask her to teach them how to put on makeup. But she has no special routine she follows. The first wife of the sister wives clan said she just does it and it takes a long time. But the area that causes her the most problems, eyebrows. Meri Brown then said her eyebrows are the bane of my existence. Meri Brown finally gave the floor back to Jen so she could tell the story she started. But some fans wonder. Jen was talking about people noticing celebrities. Meri's best friend doesn't seem to want to be famous. She made that clear when immediately stating that Meri is a celebrity but she's not. So, did Meri interrupt Jen for a reason? Let's face it, fans say Meri seems very much ignored by her sister wives' husband and co-wives. So maybe she needs to have the limelight on her show. Well, it didn't seem to matter a bit to Jen. She let Meri have her say about those eyebrows of hers. Then she continued with her story. So, despite everything else, Jen seemed to prove she's a good friend. Sister Wives stars Janelle Brown remains close to Christine Brown despite not sharing a husband anymore. Christine recently revealed some of Janelle's fears when the two travel in the car together. But that's not all this ex-wife had to say. She even reminisced back to the pilot of their TLC series to point out her fear. Sister Wives. Christine Brown's fears go way back. Christine Brown recently shared a video, and she goes non-stop from one fearful incident to another. She even told her tale about a group of roller derby women throwing up all around her to make a point. Christine Brown beckons her followers back to the opening season of Sister Wives. Die-hard fans might remember her fear of a toaster. The fear of a toaster was so real for her that she'd burn one loaf of bread after another. She'd put them in the oven broiler on a cookie sheet. A puff of smoke from the oven was the way this usually ended up. With 6 kids and Kody for breakfast, she needed a lot of toast. But this number 3 wife would never allow a toaster in her house. She said in this new video how she read toasters kill more people than sharks. So, that was the end of that appliance for her. Seasons later, an astute Sister Wives viewer spotted a toaster in her kitchen. So, it looks like she worked past that fear. But it seems that Janelle Brown hasn't worked past hers yet. Janelle Brown presents with white knuckles. Christine started to talk a fan out of her fear of flying. But she went from one thing to another until you weren't sure of the point she tried to make. She used Janelle Brown's fears as an example for the fan. She says Janelle is very uneasy when her ex-co-wife took the wheel. But that fear wasn't the worst for Janelle Brown. Her fear of driving trumps that. So, when Janelle and her once co-wife go anywhere together, Christine drives. It seems that Janelle can't enjoy the ride because she fears Kody's ex-wife's driving. But yet it is the lesser of two evils, as driving herself scares her even more so. Sister wives. Janelle rides out her fears with Christine. Christine said Janelle rides out her fear the entire time they are in the car. While she doesn't like her driving, she never mentions if she can ride in the car with anyone else without being afraid. So besides revealing her fear of toasters, again in Janelle's fear of driving, Christine Brown shared a few tidbits about her travels. She talked about her fears when flying and how she gets around it to this Sister Wives fan in a video. Several years back, this now Utah resident flew into Vegas all by herself. Around her on the plane was a group of roller derby skaters. These women were likely intoxicated, Christine added. They were loud and somewhat unruly. But they always hit a bunch of turbulence when landing in Vegas. She did it better than roller derby women. Christine Brown knew about the turbulence in Vegas after traveling before. So, she was ready for it. But these women started throwing up as they hit the bumpy patch. The odd point of the story is this helped her feel good. That's because she rode out her fear of flying when these tough roller derby women couldn't. The turbulence not only scared them but made them sick. So, her idea of conquering fear ended up being entertaining. Still sharing what she and Janelle do in the face of fear was meant as a helpful tip. She was talking to a Sister Wives fan who has the fear of flying. So, we learned Janelle rides it out her fears of being in a car. But Christine likes to know what to expect. This helps her calm her worries. But then there's gum, lots of mint gum, she tells the fan. This helps with your fears. She also said not to drink soda before or on the flight. This will upset your stomach, per Christine. That will make you sick and add to the discomfort of the flight. There you have it, the perils of Christine Brown and her traveling companion, Janelle Brown. Sister Wives star Janelle Brown doesn't follow Kody Brown's theory when it comes to her latest decision as a parent. He calls himself the leader of the family. But fans don't see her as one of his followers. As far as many of the viewers are concerned, her latest parenting deed speaks to this. Sister Wives. Kody Brown washes his hands. Not Janelle Brown. Janelle Brown shocked fans last season. Jaws dropped when it sounded like she passed along a beeped out, "F off," to her husband on the screen. She stood firm with her convictions back then, and it looks like she still is today. It sounds as if Kody Brown washes his hands of responsibility once the kids hit 18. He offered up what his life was like when he turned that magical age. But Janelle didn't see it that way. Kody Brown said his dad waved goodbye to him at 18. The Sister Wives patriarch's father opened the door and let him go out on his own in the outside world. Or at least that's the story he gave his second wife at the time. But either way, this was the excuse Kody used when urging his Sister Wives' second bride to kick Garrison Brown out of the house. Kody lays down the law. Kody's anger stemmed from Garrison's activity during the COVID pandemic. He told Janelle to pick between him and her son. He thought Garrison's lifestyle left the family at risk for COVID. So, he refused to come over if Garrison was living there. Well, her son stayed and the fans applauded the Sister Wives' mom of 6. He was working to save for a house and his mom wanted to give him a hand. She did so by letting him stay there and save up his money, against her husband's advice. Garrison didn't let his mom down. He saved and he bought his own house. Now, today, it looks like this mom faces another decision regarding her offspring. Everyone waited for word on Janelle's big summer move to her RV. Just as she did last summer, she told fans she planned to live on the Coyote Pass land in that RV again. But it didn't happen. Sister Wives. Janelle stands her ground. Janelle Brown said they didn't move into the RV again. It was Savannah Brown who changed this Sister Wives' mom's mind. While she was a trooper last summer, Janelle said her daughter just couldn't do it again this year. Savannah, who will be 18 in December, is a senior in high school. When she told her mom she didn't want to do it again, Janelle agreed not to. Again, Janelle Brown shows how differently she parents her kids than her husband. Kody sees himself as the leader of the family. So, it's unlikely he'd change his plans to appease his kids. But Janelle Brown did. So, the fans applaud this mom for putting her kids first. Part-time locations. With Maddie Brown Brush in North Carolina, Janelle misses her. But those grandbabies, Axel Brush and Evie Brush, are who this grandmother misses as well. This second wife of the Sister Wives clan was asked by a fan if she might move to North Carolina. Janelle said she loves it where she is. But it might be nice to buy a house there. But still, keep one in Flagstaff as well. It sounded as if this was something she thought about even before the question came up. So, is this Sister Wives grandmother thinking of splitting her time between the two states? Thanks for watching this video. What do you think about this video? Told on comment box and subscribe our channel.